Oh, well, this has been one hell of a week. Let's get this shit started. Hey, everybody out there at Chiefs Kingdom YouTube. It is your boy, Big Chief Sean, man. And it's been a very interesting week, hasn't it? But firstly and foremost, if you like this channel, I want you to please give it a like and a sub. It will be very appreciated. Helping the channel grow was always a thing for this because we're still on that road to 1,000 or at least 500. So, formalities out the way, man. I wanted to start with the Le'Veon thing because I know it's old and he's gone and everybody said they're saying, but if you watch me, you know that I kind of like to be not late to the party, but let everybody get their little steam out and I leave my 2 cents on this one because the Le'Veon thing's not that important to me. What I'll say is good luck to you, Mr. Bell, and any team that probably won't want you at this point. Congratulations, you have found a way to not only embarrass yourself, but your own game. So there you are, sir. Let me just give you a round of applause. There you go. You've done it. You've done it. You've hit legendary status. Nowhere that I've ever seen that someone would be just a dumbass like you. You talk about coach like nobody's supposed to respond. I was one of the ones that responded on Twitter saying like, you can't get out of this, saying that you trying to love the fans. No, I love the fans and all that stuff. Well, let me tell you something. The fans don't love you that much. We had between you and coach. Guess who we picking? It's such a hard decision. I don't know how we ever make it, baby. I mean, obviously, it was a rude thing to say. We all know about this. I just wanted to get my 2 cents about it because it's very hilarious how he thought he could just go out his way and just diss him all over Twitter and then think he wasn't just going to get a shitstorm or thinking that he wasn't going to get a whole bunch of people pissed off and respond the way they did. I mean, it was hilarious. I was on Chiefs Twitter all day. You should be following me on Chiefs Twitter. You should because, it's the smart thing to do. But while I'm on there on Chiefs Twitter, I'm sitting here and I'm just laughing my ass off. Just the simple fact of all the responses that he was getting and thinking that nobody was going to say anything. That was the biggest line on me, man. Like, what is it about people not thinking about consequence today that they think that you should make those kind of stupid ass decisions and thinking that they're going to come out in the benefit of you? If anything, all it does is hurt you and everything you trying to be about. It doesn't make any sense at all. Talk about not making any sense. Obviously, I'm a fan, you a fan, we all seen it. We seen TMZ. They always find some kind of evidence on us. But right now, I don't know if he's still locked up, but if you are born under a rock or you don't follow my Facebook page, which you shall also follow, Frank Clark just got arrested today. And you're asking for what? Was it social injustice? Was it because they couldn't handle how pretty he was? Or was it because he was riding with the Lombardi trophy and he blinded somebody from the back and they wrecked? No. It's none of those things, even though it could have been. No, he got in a routine pullover, and that happens to everybody. I'm not the type to put any kind of profiling on anyone of any type, but in this case, the officer looks in the car and he finds a Uzi. Yeah, I couldn't make this up even if I tried to, y'all. It was a fucking Uzi. It was a Uzi. A semi-automatic pistol. Why would you, in your little mind, tell yourself you need to go out? Like, why would you think? I mean, I get it. It's LA. Gun laws are very lucid up there. But to think that you should have the gall to go out there and do something this bloody stupid. You have to be the dumbasses of all dumbasses. I don't get it. Like, you got all this multi-million dollars. You're 2 years away from winning a Super Bowl, or 2 years, past from winning a Super Bowl. You kind of on the highlight of your life. You got that $100 million contract, and this is how you do it, getting all these gun charges in a matter of months. Now, and yeah, that's right. Apparently, I'm the one that had my head up somebody's butt or in the sand, because he's had more than one charge, gun charge, in the last 4 months, like 3 in the last 4 months. So I don't know where he's going with this. Like, I want to be in the mindset to understand where he's coming from, but every little scenario and situation I try to pull, it just comes out you being a dumbass. Like, it just doesn't change that. Like, I don't know what he was thinking or if he was thinking at all, but clearly non-consequential things were coming up in his head when he thought, why don't I bring the Uzi? And oh yes, y'all, he brought it in a duffel bag. A motherfucking duffel bag. Are you kidding me right now? Is that how we doing things? I mean, I get it. LA is crazy. It's crazy. Everybody gotta be, I guess, you gotta protect yourself, especially of all the dangers of LA with the gangs and all that kind of stuff. But you a multi-million-dollar football player. Where are you going to where you need a Uzi? Like, I don't understand that. What set tripping in GTA 3 did you start? Hey man, bring the Uzi. Have you been playing GTA 5 too much? Like, do you think you're really grocery families? Like, I don't get it. What's the point? Whatever. I just really wanted to talk about it because it just really blew my mind. Y'all tell me down in the comments how y'all feel about the whole Frank Clark situation. Should we forgive him, or should we just be like, set our ties and just cut him loose before the season starts? And talking about trade, a lot of people, especially on Chiefs Twitter, a lot of good friends of mine who are bigger sub than I am, and I don't know why, because y'all won't sub to my channel, which you should. Do it right now, or do it after this video, or you should have already done it, or we can't be friends. But now a lot of people on Chiefs Twitter are thinking about trade. Should we trade Frank? I mean, let's be honest, and I've said this on my channel that I was becoming a Frank fan, and I just love his demeanor, or at least his demeanor on the field, to where he was repping us in such a way that it woke people up to understand that we are not that team from the early 2000s, the 80s, and the 90s, and all that kind of stuff, where we have this deficiency on one side and missing something else. We have been top tier team for the last 4 to 5 years. And Frank just basically acknowledged it when he was at the AFC Championship game and in the Super Bowl that year. Just letting people know, like, I'm here to play hard. And that was nice for them. But it's 2021 now, and you play like crap. It's 2021 now, and you play like trash. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if he's getting more lazier, but he did not play well last season. He didn't really make an impact like he did 2 years ago. And only being 28 is kind of no excuse for it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be talking all this trash, doing all this stuff, getting all these gun charges, thinking that Hunt is going to back your play when you're a subpar player, and he's already thinking he overpaid you. I mean, somebody who got that kind of contract, you would think would be a little bit more humble on the decisions that they make, and not just wake up deciding that, why don't I just be a dumbass? I ain't got nothing to do. It's a Monday afternoon or a Tuesday, whatever. Like, what was on your mindset when you left the house? Oh, forgot the keys, get my wallet, phone, wallet, keys, and Uzi with a, and don't forget the Uzi in a duffel bag. Never forget the Uzi in the duffel bag. Like, it's amazing how Clark just did this, thinking that there's going to be no remorse. A lot of close people to me thinking that he's going to get unscathed and he won't get any trouble. Me personally, I know he's getting suspended. There's no way you get a felony charge and not get suspended. The league doesn't really look good. That doesn't make the league look good when they got people like that walking around with Uzis and duffel bags thinking they can't be touched. You will be made an example out of, if anything else. But in my opinion, I don't know if they'll kick him off the team, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be suspended. If not the whole season, a good fair amount. If y'all y'all go down in the comments and tell me what y'all think. What do y'all think the punishment is going to be for him as well? Obviously, the first thing, but I really want to know, what do y'all think the league is going to do about it? Or not let alone the league, what do you think Clark Hunt is going to do about this? I mean, because this is a felony count. Obviously, it's a as you know, lawyer term, it's a non-active crime, or I know I'm saying that wrong. Basically, he had it coming in like he had the intent to hurt anybody with it. From what it looked like, what it sounds like from the report that I read, and I'm pretty sure the one you read, it sounded like he had it more for defensive purposes. I'm not condoning him having that gun because there's no reason of having a gun like that, driving around with a gun like that. All I'm saying is things are circumstantial, and especially being in LA, but it's still is not a look good. It's still not a good look on the team. And Clark Hunt is the kind of guy that will cut you from the roots. He's the kind of guy that will cut the cancer from the root before he allows it to grow and manifest and infect everything. He's not that type. He's never been that type. I don't know why people don't think he's going to do anything about this. And yeah, people can bring up the Hunt thing, but that was totally different, number one. Number two, Frank didn't put his hands on nobody. He didn't threaten anybody. He wasn't going to threaten anybody. Pretty much all they did was found in illegal, but the gun was illegal, and that's the only thing hurting him in this situation. I mean, as an American, he has a right to buy any gun that he wants to. I'm not the biggest gun nut enthusiast, but I still understand that people love buying guns, and they have the right to do that. But for him to have all that money, especially a $100 million contract that he basically signed on, you have more of the ability to register any gun that you've even had in your or ever will have in your possession. So to do this is just pure ignorance or just being a damn dumbass. Like, it's really, 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 really just perplexing. But do we need to trade him? I really have one more year on his contract. I don't think we're going to renew him anyway. I mean, he's only 28. It's not like he's some old cat that can't get it together. But then again, the last time that dude seen a gym, he was following a woman in it for a number. So, you know, I don't really see him changing his ways, thoughts, and attitudes for this team. He busted his butt, he busted his ass for the squad, and the result of his hard work paid off in 2019. But when you get signed up a contract of that kind of size, you kind of expect to produce in every season. That's why a lot of friends of mine, that's why a lot of friends used to get mad at me when I talk about Justin Houston. Oh, he played great. Oh, he played great. He got that many sacks in a season. And I was like, I'm happy for that. But if you're going to pay somebody over $100 million, you're going to expect that kind of, not the repeat of 22 sacks in a season, but they get 10, 11, maybe even 14 sacks in a season. That is worth somebody paying them $100 million to do. I mean, Aaron Donald's got that 100 plus, and I'm not going to say he's the GOAT of defensive ends or defensive tackles, but he's at least the best in the league when it comes to doing that. So, you know, do with that as you will. I'm just keeping it real for you. All right. Lastly and not least, because I'm not going to hold up on your time too much. Congratulations to Mahomes making the cover of Madden again. You know, that's a hell of a feat, especially for being a Chief, seeing that there's only been one Chief on the cover, and it was him. So, you know, shout outs to, you know, Patrick Mahomes, man. He's breaking barriers. He's setting new standards, especially for being a Chief and therefore a Chiefs fan. I mean, you got to kind of top tier everything nowadays, especially at headquarters, especially at headquarters at Arrowhead, man. Everything's gone up just because he's our quarterback. And it's good, but it's bad because it makes it hard for me to get in the games. But it's good to know that everybody recognizes how powerful we are. And that is a really beautiful thing once you really sit down and think about it. Think about the team we were in 2012 and that from the team we are now. We've almost had 10 years of really clean production, but now for the last 4, we've had nothing but elite production. So, you know, it all fits in. It all goes in a circle of life, man. And to answer the question, even though I feel like I did, but I will answer the question, do we need to trade Clark? Honestly, I think we should just let it run its course. I mean, he's a good player. Yes, do we need to bulk up the defensive line? We could. I don't know. I'm kind of torn about it. I mean, getting rid of him would save a lot of money on the cap, and that's always a good thing, especially right now when I swore I saw Andy Reid or some other employees out there going for the Red Cross in the middle of June. We're out of money. Ting, ting, ting. Well, I'm just going to leave this video on this. So remember, if you like this video, won't you please like and subscribe? Go to the channel, help me out, boost up this thumbs up, man, because we're trying to get to 1,000. It's your boy, Big Chief Sean, giving you some good advice. Watch my channel. Get ready for the season. It's going to get nutty. Let's run it back, baby. Peace.